up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching BrettO Live.
What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and welcome to the Weekend Review, episode 73. This is where we go over Raw and SmackDown in a set-up style here on the BrettO Live YouTube channel. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the episodes lately. This is episode 73. That's been so many. If you guys want to go see some old ones, there's a massive playlist on the channel, so make sure to do so if you guys want. But yes, guys, this is episode 73. We're going to start off with Monday Night Raw, and then we're going to get into SmackDown, set-up style. You guys know the deal. So without further ado, let's get into it. In the beginning of the show, we got an ultimatum for the entire show. It was going to be 3 matches. The winner of all of those 3 matches will go up in a triple threat match in the end of the show in the main event. Winner faces Drew McIntyre, Clash of Champions for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. First match, it was Keith Lee versus Dolph Ziggler. It was an okay match for the beginning. I knew that Dolph Ziggler wasn't going to win this one, and I was kind of disappointed about that, because Dolph Ziggler really never gets anything, honestly. Like, he's never really reached his full potential in his career, in my opinion. Like, only in my opinion, as I said. But yeah, Keith Lee picked up the victory there, slammed him with a massive powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee is going to go to the main event. Next up, it was Dominic Mysterio. I know that's Johnny Gargano. Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins in a one-on-one match. And the Rey Mysterio family was backstage hyping this entire matchup, saying how Dominic could get a WWE title opportunity, which was crazy to think about for how early his career is. But yes, it was him versus the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. A pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. I thought it wasn't too bad. The Mysterio family didn't get involved at all. Buddy Murphy didn't get involved at all. He actually got kicked out by Seth Rollins in the beginning. But yeah, in the end, Seth Rollins actually curb stomped Dominic Mysterio 1, 2, 3. And then after the match, he curb stomped him again. What an idiot. But yeah, so far it's Keith Lee, Seth Rollins into the main event. Next up, it was Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens really had no chance at all. Randy Orton, somehow he got into Aleister Black's office, or like his little room backstage. They must have been talking about how Aleister Black's going to attack Kevin Owens during his entrance and hit a black mass on him, and that's exactly what he did. Throw him into the ring, ding, 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 and then Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. We get the match that we want. Kevin Owens tried to throw some hands, but he can barely even stand on his own 2 feet. RKO 1, 2, 3. And then we have our main event. Keith Lee, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton. Not a half-bad match at all. I thought it was really good. I was really looking forward to this, the main event, this triple threat match all night long. I thought it was really good. And it was amazing. I got to point out Seth Rollins and Randy Orton teaming together. Let me know in the comments below if you guys felt the same thing. But Seth Rollins and Randy Orton teaming together just brought me back to 2014, 2015, like with the entire authority thing. When they started teaming, I was like, oh my God, I was just getting flashback after flashback. I don't know if that's only me, but let me know down in the comments down below if you guys also had those flashbacks. But I thought this was a really good match in the end. Randy Orton ended up picking up the victory by pinning Seth Rollins after he got powerbombed by Keith Lee. He RKO'd Keith Lee, got him out of the equation, then pinned Seth Rollins. So Keith Lee didn't get pinned, but the Monday Night Messiah did. I really wanted the Messiah to win this one. I really wanted him to see him get another opportunity against Drew McIntyre, maybe pick up the title, but no, it's going to be Randy Orton again. Here at Clash of Champions. Wasn't a bad match at all. Moving over here, it was actually Cedric Alexander and the Viking Raiders versus the Hurt Business. It was an okay 6-man tag team match. In the end, Cedric Alexander actually rolled up MVP, and this was very interesting. Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin were looking to jump Cedric Alexander because, of course, he just pinned MVP, like the main guy of the Hurt Business. And then MVP started backing him off. I'm like, whoa, and then he was smiling and everything, and then they attacked him backstage. I'm like, wait, what was the point of that? Why didn't you just attack him into the ring? I didn't understand that, but yeah, Cedric Alexander did pick up the victory for his team there, and I didn't really understand why MVP didn't want to attack him there, but he wanted to attack him backstage. Whatever. Moving over here was Mickie James versus Lana. One-on-one match. The build-up to this was Asuka coming out, and then Lana and Natalya. They all wanted title opportunities, like who's going to be next for the Raw Women's Championship. Of course, it's probably going to be Mickie James, because they did have an altercation after Mickie James won this match with a spin-around kick to Lana. I guess, not my favorite match of the night, but yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to see Mickie James versus Asuka. Hopefully that rivalry can deepen and get better over the upcoming weeks here. Moving over here, it was Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan, the Riott Squad, versus the Iconics. The winner gets a future tag team championship opportunity. The loser is no more. And I was like, wait a minute, is no more? What is that supposed to mean? Is like their team's going to split up or something? And that's exactly what happened. Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott ended up picking up the victory. And I'm like, wait a minute. So the Iconics are done for. And then on Raw Underground later in the show, really good Raw Underground, by the way. Riddick Moss, Titus O'Neil, really good. They had some people. Oh, I forgot their names, but yeah, they used to team up with Ronda Rousey. Really cool. But yeah, it was Peyton Royce and Billie Kay on Raw Underground. Then Peyton Royce threw Billie Kay into the ring, up against those former UFC fighters with Ronda Rousey. Again, forgot their names. Sorry about that. But yeah, and then they beat the crap out of Billie Kay as Peyton Royce was just outside. But yeah, really good at Raw Underground, and that was pretty interesting that the Iconics are supposedly no more. Moving over here, it was the Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Andrade in a tag team match. This match ended in chaos. Retribution actually ended up coming out, and I don't have an Angel Garza figure, but I wouldn't need it for this setup anyway. His butt hightailed. He took his what's her name? The Demi chick. They like hightailed. They got out of there, so then they don't get attacked by Retribution, and then Retribution just wreaked havoc. They wrecked Selena Vega. They took out Andrade. The Street Profits. They took out everybody. They totally ruined that match, and it wasn't even a half bad match either. But yeah, guys, that was Monday Night Raw, and again, as I said, Raw Underground was amazing. 24/7 championship also changed hand. R-Truth is still your 24/7 champion. I think he's like a 39-time champ. But yeah, guys, that was Monday Night Raw, and the reason there's not too many setups is because these 3 matches took up most of the show, and they were amazing. In my opinion, I thought the triple threat match was the best out of the 3, or out of the 4, I should say. But yeah, guys, that has been the video for Raw. Now we're gonna jump into SmackDown. But before we do that, I gotta rate the show, man. I'm gonna give Raw, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a little boring at some points, but then again, pretty good with the triple threat match in the end. Moving into the SmackDown side of things, you guys are gonna be very surprised on what I have to say about this awesome freaking show. We're gonna get into it. Stay tuned till the rating at the end of this SmackDown segment here, because I have something really good to say that I might have never said before. But yes, guys, without further ado, let's jump right in. Starting over here in the beginning of the show is actually Roman Reigns coming out with his new client, Paul Heyman, and this just brought me back to Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman in the ring together. It just looked so similar, but of course, just with Roman Reigns, a little twist on it. Of course, they were talking about Clash of Champions. Who is Roman Reigns going to face? So, of course, there's going to be a match tonight here on SmackDown. It's a fatal 4-way match. It's going to be Big E, Matt Riddle, King Corbin, as well as Sheamus. Fatal 4-way winner goes on to Clash of Champions to face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Awesome promo right there. Super freaking cool. Moving over here, it was Heavy Machinery, Tucker and Otis in a tag team match going up against Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Pretty freaking good tag team match. In the end, we had Otis do the Caterpillar elbow drop to the Miz as John Morrison stole the Money in the Bank briefcase, which was pretty interesting. So the Miz got pinned, John Morrison ran away with the briefcase, and then later in the show, Morrison thought the contract was in the briefcase, but no, Otis keeps the contract in his lunchbox Money in the Bank briefcase. What was in the briefcase was like a stapler, a sandwich. I was like, what the heck? Some Q-tips. I'm like, what is going on? So yeah, he keeps his contract in his Money in the Bank lunchbox. So very interesting. Fun fact about Otis. But yes, they did pick up the victory over the Miz. Thought that was pretty good. Moving over here was a promo with Sami Zayn coming out basically just saying how he's the Intercontinental Champion. Of course, Jeff Hardy interrupts, says that he's the Intercontinental Champion. Here comes AJ Styles. It ends up in an all-out brawl. Jeff Hardy hits a twist of fate on AJ Styles, and then Sami Zayn somehow hits a Lula kick on Jeff Hardy, drops him down center of the ring. So this was a really freaking good promo. I really enjoyed this. And then, of course, it came to mind. I'm like, oh, now we have to see a triple threat match between all 3 of these guys here at Clash of Champions. And is that going to be a really good triple threat match? You got Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, triple threat match, Intercontinental Championship. That is going to be freaking awesome. I am so excited for that match. How epic is that going to be? Moving over here, it was Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Bayley and Sasha Banks for the Women's Tag Team Championships. A very good match. Another amazing match between these 2 teams. Just at Payback, their match was really good in my opinion. Here on SmackDown, their match was really freaking good. I really enjoyed it. In the end, Shayna and Nia picked up the victory. Nia actually went off the second rope and did a massive crossbody frog splash, like while they were standing up, if they call it a crossbody. But yeah, to both Sasha Banks and Bayley, 1, 2, 3. She pinned them both, which was really cool. They left, and then Sasha's leg was injured throughout the match because she ran her knees right into the steel post, and then Bayley was checking on her, and then boom! Bayley slams her back on the hardest part of the ring, slams her by the steel stairs, slamming her injured leg, gets her in the ring, breaks a chair right by her neck. Oh my god, finally. That's all I have to say is freaking finally. Bayley and Sasha Banks are finally split up. I've just been waiting for this moment so much over the past years or months. I've been freaking waiting for this. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know if Sasha Banks is gonna be able to make it to Clash of Champions after the beating that she suffered from Bayley. But man, if she does, that would be freaking awesome. I would love to see Sasha Banks go up against Bayley at Clash of Champions. And if it doesn't happen at the Clash of Champions, I hope it happens at the Cell pay-per-view. So yeah, that is super freaking cool. I'm so excited for that match. This was an awesome moment. My god, was it just so good. Moving over here, it was the Fatal 4-Way match, and before this match actually happened, Xavier Woods was actually supposed to show up to the arena, and then some random security guy, which must have had an alliance with Sheamus, said that Xavier Woods is showing up to the building to Big E. Big E goes outside, boom, Sheamus attacks him, slams him on the windshield of a freaking car, gets him out of action, gets taken to a local medical facility. And then somebody's got to replace Big E because he was part of the Fatal 4-Way match. Jey Uso, Roman Reigns' cousin. How interesting is that? And Roman is basically now a heel. So this is I would consider Reigns a heel. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, so this is very interesting. It was Matt Riddle, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Sheamus. Awesome Fatal 4-Way match. In the end, freaking Matt Riddle, it looked like he was on top. It looked like Jey Uso got taken out of the equation. Matt Riddle hit the bro to sleep on King Corbin. And then he hit his maneuver off the top rope. And then, out of nowhere, right after he hit his little his modified Swanton Bomb, to King Corbin, Jey Uso off the turnbuckle from the other side of the ring. Boom, frog splash, Matt Riddle, 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso will face Roman Reigns at Clash of Champions for the Universal frickin' Championship. How unpredictable, how awesome, how interesting is this, guys? Jey Uso is going to be fighting for a singles title, and not any singles title, the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. How freaking awesome is this? I am so excited. I thought this was an awesome moment. This entire SmackDown was awesome. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments down below. I thought it was freaking awesome. Also, Bray Wyatt did say that there was going to be a new member of the Firefly Funhouse coming next week, so that should be pretty interesting. Alexa Bliss actually apologized to Nikki Cross as well. But yeah, but just such an awesome SmackDown. I just thought it was so freaking good. And this is the first time ever, guys. Get hyped. I'm giving this SmackDown a 10 out of 10. Yes, guys, you guys heard me right. 10 out of 10 for this SmackDown. I've never done it before. In all 73 episodes of the Week in Review setup, I've never given a show a 10 out of 10. So this SmackDown better be proud. All these guys did an amazing job making this show a 10 out of 10. Freaking just amazing moments. You guys can let me know what you guys thought down in the comments down below. I don't know if I'm over-exaggerating it all, but I thought this show was insanely good. 10 out of 10 for me. Okay, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this Week in Review setup. If you did, make sure to smash the like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live is out.